Hey, is this me? I can't tell.
What's up, man? I'm here. I have a concert review. I went to another one here. As he clicked on the title, Ne Obliviscaris, Black Crown Initiate. Sounded weird. Initiate and Starkill. An incredible lineup, in my opinion. Saw this in Baltimore, Maryland at the Soundstage. Mostly going for the top two bands. I really want to see Black Crown Initiate for a long time, and Ne Obliviscaris is just fucking phenomenal. I discovered them around 2014, I believe, when Citadel came out, and I just cannot stop listening to this band. They're just incredible. So when it came around, I was supposed to see these guys earlier this year with Cradle of Filth, but that show got canceled because Cradle of Filth can never get their visas in time, apparently. So yeah, I'm excited. I was more excited about this because they're headlining. They drew a decent crowd. I mean, I'm not going to say the place was fucking packed and it was sold out, but there was a lot more people there than I kind of expected to, which is a good sign and a good thing. So yeah, good crowd too. I unfortunately missed the opening band due to having to, drive from work all the way to Baltimore. So I do apologize. Apparently they had two violinists. Pretty interesting. So if you were at the show, please let me know who they were. Thank you. Starkill. I saw Starkill for maybe 10 minutes, only because they only played for 10 minutes a couple years ago with Arch Enemy and Creator. They had sound problems setting up. Some technical issues, so it was nice to see them actually put on a full set, and I thought they were good. I would just say their mix was just way off to me. You could hear the guitars, but then sometimes their backing tracks were way too fucking loud, man, just way too loud. Just turn that shit down. I'm sorry. And to the point where sometimes you couldn't even hear the vocals. Really, it's like, you just need to turn these down. It's fine to have backing tracks. That's totally fucking fine with me. But just turn them down a little bit. They were just fucking unnecessarily loud to me. But they were energetic, and, it kind of turned me on to this band in a way. I definitely will need to listen to Virus of the Mind. Their second album, I believe, and they did play some new songs which sounded cool, so hopefully, they said their album's supposed to be out in 3 months, and I don't think they've announced it yet, so hopefully here soon we'll hear what the new songs actually are, the recorded studio versions, because to me they sounded cool. They had a Dark Tranquility vibe in it. I was digging their new songs a lot. These guys' clean vocals sound weird, but at the same time I think it really makes them stand out a little bit. Otherwise, I think this band's a little bit Children of Bodom-ish in a way. Not so much, there's not a reliance on keyboards or anything like that. Especially their front man, you can definitely tell, very Alex Lexi Laiho inspired. Motherfucker can shred, though. I mean, I was very impressed by the solos in a lot of these songs too. They played Be Quick or Dead, Before They Fade, I believe, Breaking the Masses, Virus of the Mind, which is an awesome song. I love that song. So yeah, I thought they put on a good set. They were very energetic, very entertaining to watch. And, this band's been getting on a lot of tours recently, so I do think there is potential in this band. And like I said, I just need to check them out more. Their performance definitely turned me on to them, and I definitely will check them out more. So next up was Black Crown Initiate. I just reviewed their second album here, Cells We Cannot Forgive, which is a phenomenal album. So I was super excited to see these guys. And I thought they put on a good set list. They played 6 songs. They played the title track, Cells We Cannot Forgive, and For Red Cloud off of their new album. Both, to me, went over very well live. During the course of Cells We Cannot Forgive, I love that chorus. It kind of gave me chills watching it. It's like, it's just so good and so cool to hear that song live. For Red Cloud, that's just a fucking heavy song. So that was awesome. Then they played the Fractured Ones. They opened up with The Great Mistake, and they played Purge, which I did not expect to hear off of The Wreckage of Stars. So those songs just went over super well, and then they ended with Stench of the Iron Age, which is probably their best fucking song. Just incredible. I will say, I wish I was able to buy their EP at their show, but they were not selling it, unfortunately. So maybe I'll just buy another way to grab it. So overall, I thought their set list was good. Of course, there's so many other songs. Like Withering Waves is a song that I would have loved to hear. There's some other songs off their new album that I would have liked to hear as well, like Again or Belie the Machine. But overall, I thought it was a solid set list of songs. They were kind of overly loud too. Better than Starkill for sure. I was just digging their overall vibe, man. They were just kind of, let's get up here and let's just play. And that was cool. Seeing Wes Hotch, I believe, I'm bad with names, man, on guitar, that was fucking cool, man. He's a killer guitar player, and I thought he killed it live. Fits in with the band extremely well. And I will fully admit, I haven't really seen too many pictures of these guys as a band, and this is my first time seeing them live. Andy Thomas on vocals, doing the clean vocals, and plays guitar as well. Not who I expected. Listening to their albums and their songs, I definitely expected someone that looked a lot different and not had like the fucking most godly beard you've ever seen in your life. That beard is fucking killer, bro. But I thought he sounded very good. There was one time I noticed his voice cracked, but otherwise, spot on to me in terms of pitch and all kinds of stuff. I thought these guys just killed it. They didn't really say much, but they didn't really have to. They just kind of got up there and just kind of kicked your ass. And James on vocals, the growl vocals and everything, you listen to their albums and you're like, man, this guy's fucking, he just kills it. He's got such a deep, guttural vocal, and it just sounds killer. But then you listen to it live and it just feels like it's just eating you alive and just ripping your face off. It's good. It's very visceral. I like it. So yeah, I thought Black Crown Initiate completely fucking slayed some poon. I ended up picking up one of their shirts. Right now I got Ne Obliviscaris on, but I got a shirt. It's just basically the Wreckage of Stars album art. So cool. The headliner, man. Ne Obliviscaris just completely. You have some of those performances that you see at a show, and you literally do not want them to end, and you just want the band to play literally every song they have. That was one of these performances. You watch a performance sometimes and you go, this is just so tight, this is so well put together, everybody is firing on all cylinders. You can tell they've put a lot of practice into their songs and their performance, and it's just musically flawless. That's one of these shows. You see performances where you just, a little ways into it, you just know it's special, and it just feels special because the band's just killing it. That was this performance to me. I will fully admit that this is one of the best performances of a artist, a band, whatever, that I've ever seen in my life. They completely just blew the shit off of everything. No offense, like I said, I really enjoyed the first two bands, but they made them kind of look like child's play to me. They immediately, one thing I noticed is, wow, this mix is fucking killer. Whoever's running sound just completely fucking A+, man. It literally felt, watching their performance, like the songs they were playing just went off their record, and it's right there. It was that spot on and flawless in every single department. Guitar wise, just like I said, it had an incredibly clean mix, but just watching these guys play just blew my mind as a guitar player. I'm just like, how in the fuck did you think of that? Or how, that is just so tight. And one thing I loved about seeing this band live, Ne Obliviscaris music is very complicated, and just picking up small shit that I just did not notice at all. Just small little leads that are played here and there in songs. And then I went back and I listened to their albums afterwards, because I'm like, fuck yeah, this is all I want to listen to these guys, is these guys. And then you notice that stuff. And that was just killer to me, to notice that stuff. And then vocally, I thought Tim Charles just completely was perfect. The guy is just talented. Obviously, he does clean vocals, which are just superb, just an excellent range to him, always hitting the right notes. And then, he just whips out a fucking violin and just jams, That's super exciting. And, the violin is one thing that makes this band incredibly unique. I do think that they would still be a killer band without it, but it's just that extra little icing on the cake that just seals the deal. And let's fucking boogie, man. It was just so entertaining to watch him play, and watch all these guys, but especially him, just because I just felt like these guys were so almost grateful to be there, and they just were totally enjoying what they were doing. They all had smiles on their faces, and they just came across as very professional, but very fun, to see. I'm gonna fuck up his name, but the guy, Zenir, guy that does the harsh vocals, the growls for this band, I thought he was spot on as well. Very interesting stage presence that he has, I think. Everybody else comes off as a little bit fun. I'm not saying he isn't having fun, but he's very serious. His hair's in his face most of the time. He didn't say anything besides thank you at the end of the show. But I thought, in terms of performance, he just fucking nailed it. In seeing those two go back and forth, because that's another thing that makes this band just great, is their dynamic with vocals, and how they mesh so well, and they meshed so well live. I thought their set list was really good. They opened up with Devour Me, part 1 off of their new album Citadel. I just thought that was just fucking awesome. Let me pull this up just to make sure I don't miss anything. I love that song. That's probably, I would say Fearic is my favorite song by this band, but this song is the song that is growing on me the most. So, you open up and you play for like 13 minutes. It's like, hey, what's up? They ended up playing 7 songs total. Painters of the Tempest. Tempest. That was awesome to fucking hear too, The way their songs kind of go through the motions and flow and take you on a journey just translates so well live. You might think, fuck, man, I mean, these songs are like 15 minutes long sometimes. Doesn't that get boring? And no, it doesn't. It's incredibly gripping and entertaining because they're just that good. They're that good at performing and just playing their music, and it's just mesmerizing to watch. In the fact that their sound is just so well produced, it just sucks you in the whole time, and before you know it, the hour and a half is gone, and you go, well, fuck, I wish you would have just kept playing, you know? They played 2 older songs, As Icicles Fall, and they ended with End Plague, Flowers, The Kaleidoscope. That was awesome to hear. I mean, that song gets so fucking heavy, so and just seeing the crowd just all bang their heads, you know, that was cool. And then they played Feeric, which I love. There's also some bands that you listen to that maybe you enjoy, and opinion's opinion. I'm all about that here. But you enjoy, and then occasionally there's that band or so that you just go, if you're a fan of metal, especially metal, but sometimes even just music, I do not understand why you would not like this band. And this is like the number one band to me. If you're a fan of metal, I have absolutely no fucking clue why you would not enjoy this band, because they have fucking everything, man, and they're just so special and so talented and just so masterful with their music. You know, it doesn't matter. They're just fucking great. And if you can't tell, I loved this performance, and I liked this band a lot going into this show, but coming out of it, I fucking am falling over for this band. They're just so good, and I wish they just would have played every fucking song, like I said many times. I hope this band's back. You know, they expressed a lot how they were very humble to be there and to tour the United States twice in 1 year. And they said they'll definitely be back with like new material. It's exciting. Go see this band. Listen to this band. They're incredible. So yeah, that's this tour. This tour is great. I'm not sure how many dates are left, but if there's any, go see it. If you're going to go see it, let me know how it goes, because I loved it. One of my favorite shows of the year. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time.